Hello, and welcome to the Vlogging Pod. Before we talk about Article 2, Section 4, I want to start with something people keep bringing up over and over again, and that's the 25th Amendment. The 25th Amendment is often talked about as a solution when people believe a president is unfit to serve. But here's the key thing that keeps getting missed. The 25th Amendment is about incapacity, not misconduct. It's designed for situations where a president cannot perform the duties of the office because of physical or mental inability. It can temporarily or permanently remove a president from power, but it does not address corruption, abuse of power, or wrongdoing across an administration. And it does not apply to cabinet members, judges, or civil officers as a mechanism of accountability. That's where Article 2, Section 4 of the United States Constitution comes in. Article 2, Section 4 says that the president, the vice president, and all the civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for a conviction of treason, bribery, high crimes, and misdemeanors. This is not about whether someone is mentally fit. This is about whether someone has abused the power entrusted to them. This distinction matters, for the 25th Amendment could remove a single person at the very top, but it leaves the rest of the administration intact. Article 2, Section 4, on the other hand, is a constitutional tool for addressing systematic corruption. It applies not just to the president, but to the vice president and all the civil officers. That includes cabinet officials, agency heads, federal judges. If corruption is embedded across an entire administration, the 25th Amendment cannot touch that. Article 2, Section 4 can. Another thing that often gets misunderstood is the phrase high crimes and misdemeanors. Now, I looked this up. So, in modern language, misdemeanors sounds minor, but that's not what the framers meant. At the time, this phrase, from my research, refers to serious violations of public trust, abuses of authority, corruption, and using public office for personal or political gain. It does not require a criminal conviction in a regular court. It is a constitutional standard, not a criminal one. Impeachment is the accusation, and conviction is what leads to removal. That distinction is written directly into the Constitution. So when people suggest the 25th Amendment as a catch-all solution, it's worth slowing down and asking, what problem are we actually trying to solve? If the concern is incapacity, that amendment exists for a reason. But if our concerns are more about corruption, abuse of power, or a pattern of misconduct involving multiple officials, the framers already accounted for that in Article 2, Section 4, where it exists specifically to protect the public when elections alone are not enough and when power itself has been abused. This section of the Constitution is not emotional, and it's not partisan. It's structural. It's about preserving democratic governance by making sure no one, regardless of position, is beyond constitutional accountability. Today's sources come from the National Archives Constitution of the United States, Article 2, Library of Congress, Federalist Number 65 by Alexander Hamilton, Congressional Research Service, Impeachment and Removal. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye-bye for now.